It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Chesapeake Energy Arena in downtown OKC. Tonight, it's the Oklahoma City Thunder play host to the Golden State Warriors. Our opening tip won by the Thunder as we get started in OKC. Westbrook to Paul George. On a bad pass, going to be taken away by the Warriors. Steph Curry matched up with Ferguson. Durant, now pass taken away by the Thunder. Taking advantage of the turnover.
I love when bad shooters make shots. They run down the court saying, I should get the ball more. And that's when you say, no, you're open for a reason.
Steph Curry against the former MVP. To George. Westbrook. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. Ferguson to Westbrook. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Russell Westbrook, he can turn a game in an instant. Hits the 3 on the quick release.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up a 3.
Thompson to the rim. To Paul George. Westbrook to George. DeMarcus Cousins with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Curry to bring it up. Down 5 to Thompson. Durant curling inside. Another chance. Yes, Klay Thompson missed his first. That one goes.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
George matched up with Durant. To Westbrook. Ferguson. Fires the 3. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Old school equals high percentage.
Durant across the timeline. 5-point game. To Thompson. Here comes the screen. Klay Thompson picked up by Ferguson. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Substitutions, Golden State.
Livingston to Thompson. To Sean Livingston. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Oklahoma City's got it. George. To Schroeder. Probing the defense. Knocks it down off the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Livingston across the timeline. He'll run the offense. To Thompson. Livingston. Has a look. And he scores. Unguardable, Jay.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there, but let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
To Schroeder. Down to Adams. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
The assist from
It's Golden State basketball. Livingston to Thompson. Here comes the screen. Livingston picked up by Schroeder. To Thompson. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Clay Thompson.
George, defended by Cousins. Deep three, and a three-pointer at the buzzer for good measure. What a finish to the opening period. A great stretch here to start the game. So we're through one at Chesapeake Energy Arena. The Thunder on top. Jay and I are back to Oklahoma City right after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. On to the second quarter. Jay, I don't know if we're going to see quite that level of offensive production that we saw to start this one.
The pace of this game has been prolific. As a fan, I love to watch. As a coach, I would be pulling my hair out. These players would drive me crazy. I need to see some defense, please.
I don't want to ask this question. What hair?
Why would you ask it then if you don't want to ask?
Just going there.
Okay, well, you went there.
The assist from number 9, Andre.
The Thunder have the possession. Paul George kicks it around the perimeter. To Schroeder. George. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. He's 2 for 2 now.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Curry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Steph Curry, tough matchup against George. Here comes the screen. Curry. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
To Paul George. Draymond Green with the block. Durant with the basketball up top. Down just a couple. And stuffs it home.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Throws it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Paul George to Schroeder. To George for 3. Not that time. He missed it.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter.
This offer is only valid during today's game, so take advantage of this great opportunity.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Into the game.
Klay Thompson matched up with Ferguson.
Klay Thompson.
Steph Curry guarded by Russell Westbrook. And scores on the step back. Unguardable Jet. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit.
Klay Thompson here against Ferguson. Curry. That's how you defend.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
It's Curry controlling the offense. Take stock of the floor. Thompson to Curry. Going to launch beyond the arc. Great defense, forcing the miss. Westbrook with the basketball. They trail by 2. Nothing going here on that drive. Westbrook to Paul George. Five on the shot clock. Paul George, 4-2. Yes, tough shot. It's got to go up to go in.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
If you would like to participate in an upcoming event, you can register at our team website for more details.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 23.
Klay Thompson, guarded by Terrence Ferguson. To Durant. 4-3. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Russell Westbrook in a matchup with Boogie. Trying to cash in. Chance for Westbrook. No good. To Thompson. And that's rebounded by the Thunder. Westbrook to George. Gets it in the left corner. OKC now with 4 to shoot. Russell Westbrook steps into it. And the rebound belongs to Golden State. He'll put it up. At the buzzer. Yes! At the buzzer. He just managed to get it off in time. As a result, they're ahead on the scoreboard here at the end of the first half.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Warriors have the lead, but not by much. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Golden State Warriors. The Thunder aren't down by much after 2 quarters. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Game track. Bench points.
What I found interesting about that half of basketball is how the momentum stayed high even when the substitutions started coming into the game. These guys coming off the bench, from both benches actually, are doing a great job of making positive contributions.
Player of the half.
Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Warriors have the basketball. Surveys the floor. Thompson to Curry. Lets it fly from long range. And Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Knocked loose. Warriors come away with it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Curry misfires. It's no good. Westbrook with it. The deficit now up to 5. To Paul George. Has a chance. George with a shot. Durant across the timeline. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Thunder with the basketball. Russell Westbrook defended by Draymond Green. Nothing going here on that drive. It's Westbrook. Oh, Russell Westbrook. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body 1 possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
Westbrook. Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Kevin Durant has it. To Curry. Sizing up the defense. Curry, deep left corner. Westbrook into the front court. His guys down 3. Draymond Green able to recover with the block. Ferguson slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Cousins picked up by Adams. It's Steph for 2. And the rebound comes to OKC. Westbrook across the timeline. His guys now down by a point. From long range. Second effort. To Westbrook. Beyond the arc for 3. Tough shot there for Westbrook. He always thinks it has a chance. Curry with the basketball. He'll run the offense. chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Stephen Curry at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 90% at the line. Free throws good for Curry, and the Warriors extend their lead. Russ at the controls. Short jumper stays out. The follow won't go either. Here's Curry with it up top. Leads 4. Green to Curry. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Curry buries it.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Russell Westbrook, defended by Looney. Screen coming. Westbrook. Oh, Russell Westbrook. 4 out of 10. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Green, down for Looney. And scores.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Westbrook with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
That's the end of the third quarter. The Warriors with the lead. The Thunder have it to start the fourth quarter, and I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Golden State at the controls. Durant against Markieff Morris. To Curry.
Right.
Felton into the front court. The deficit is 6. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
Curry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Durant. To Curry. Down to Green. And the rebound taken in by OKC. Schroeder with the basketball. His guys trail now by 4. Has a look. Oh, Dennis Schroeder, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
I love when I get a chance to watch guys who can make more out of what they actually have in their arsenal. And that's who Dennis Schroeder is. For a guy who really can't shoot, he sure does put the ball in the bucket.
Markieff Morris rejects it. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. New blood coming in for both sides. Green. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Schroeder defended by Cousins. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Here comes the screen. Durant picked up by Adams. To Green. Durant. 5 seconds to shoot. Now pass taken away by the Thunder.
Tie ball game. Make this possession count.
To Schroeder. Easy path to the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Curry to bring it up. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Here comes the screen. Stephen Curry with a look. And Adams able to clear the board. To Westbrook. Oh, stolen by the Warriors.
From a guy who's been there before, tomorrow morning you'll wake up and you would have wished this was a bad dream. But in reality, all you can do is knock the cobwebs off and let it fuel you for tomorrow.
Now a whistle, and we're going to get a timeout from OKC. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one remaining. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Russell Westbrook against the former Cougar. Back to the basket. Steph Curry picked up by Schroeder. Here's a chance from long range. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Schroeder sizing up Draymond Green. DeMarcus Cousins pins it. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
Turnovers like that at this point of the game are daggers. You can't afford to have empty possessions in the final 2 minutes.
Kevin Durant with the rock. To Curry. Green. Durant. It's Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook into the front court. They're down 3. To George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Durant, that won't go. Westbrook with the basketball. All even here in the fourth. Won't go. Deep three at the buzzer. The quarter comes to an end. We have a tie ball game. And we're underway here in the extra period. To Westbrook. George. To Schroeder. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Schroeder to Adams. Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
KD with the rock. To Thompson. Here comes the screen. Klay Thompson, guarded by Schroeder. Curry. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
George against KD. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. Adams. And Green able to clear the rebound. Curry into the front court. Down just a couple. Durant to Thompson. Here comes the screen. Klay Thompson guarded by Russell Westbrook. Boogie abusing the rim. Big finish.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
George can't go down. Smothering defense. Durant to Thompson. Down low, Boogie. Perfect feed to set up the basket. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
Durant to Thompson. Fires the three. No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Paul George fires, and he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is the new age triple threat. It does two things. Number one, it creates distance in a hurry. Number two, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is a difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move, or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of the shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Russell Westbrook with the rock. To Schroeder. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Jeremy Grant snatching it out of the air. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Green. To Cousins. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, they are off the charts for bigs.
To Paul George. Here comes the screen. Russell Westbrook, defended by Thompson. OKC now with 4 to shoot. PG lets it fly, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Schroeder. Green always looking for the steal. To Westbrook. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. It's Westbrook. No good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Durant against George. Kevin Durant. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
The Thunder will use a timeout, and this one's been back and forth from the start. They're still tied in this final minute of overtime. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Westbrook to George. 15-footer for the win. This quarter's in the books, and it's deadlocked, all tied up. Overtime begins, and away we go. Schroeder. A bad pass there. Warriors have it. Curling inside. A drive by Durant, but his shot won't go. To Westbrook. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Curry with the basketball. Down 2. It's PG for 2. Add 2 points to the board. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Russell Westbrook rocking the rim. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Warriors basketball. Steph Curry sizing up Jeremy Grant. To Green. Can't connect from in close. Short jumper stays out.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Westbrook with it. Up 6. To Adams. Short jumper misses. Here's Curry with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Klay Thompson guarded by Russell Westbrook. To Curry. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Layup goes down. Well done.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Russell Westbrook defended by Kevin Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Wide open look, won't go. On the follow, way to stay with it.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Curry with the ball. To Thompson. Steph Curry guarded by Schroeder. Trying to cash in, knocks it down off the step back. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort.
Now a whistle, and we're going to get a timeout from OKC as they'll want to make sure everyone's on the same page here in this overtime. Substitution being made in this one. George, tough matchup with Draymond Green. Westbrook to Paul George. To Westbrook. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. To George. Fires the 3. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Thompson to Green. Klay Thompson against George. To Curry. Thompson. Durant. Offensive board. Paul George swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Westbrook into the front court. 2-point advantage. Deep 2 there, won't go. Durant against Paul George. To Curry. Draymond Green here against Jeremy Grant. Shot clock winding down. Durant. Oh, that's how it's done. The Thunder will use a timeout. They trail by 1. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot? They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Corner 3 at the buzzer. It's the Warriors who get the victory as they win this one in double overtime. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here. And I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Warriors took this down to the wire before getting the win. And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the 3 ball, and it was instrumental to their success. Check out the leading scores for the Golden State Warriors. The Thunder finished on the losing end of a close score. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Check out the leading scores for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen. The Thunder.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Steph Curry gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Warriors emerged victorious after a tight finish. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.